Everybody, crazy billionaires doing crazy billionaire things always goes well and is always very safe. Everybody, yes, in today's video, it's finally time to talk about the success of Richard Branson, who is a genius guy I respect very much for, building this whole Virgin brand, Virgin Atlantic, and also Virgin Galactic, even though we're not going to talk about the Virgin Orbit, which failed. No, we all, of course, heard the news, the spaceship to the Virgin Galactic plane that actually takes people to space who are not, astronauts, but normal paying tourists, has finally made its first flight here, and it's even listed here on the Wikipedia. Today, on the 29th of June, a 1350-minute long flight, flying Mach 2.8 at an altitude of 85 kilometers. Very nice. Yes, today was the day the world of commercial space flight waited for. Yeah, ever since this company was founded in 2004. Yeah, this is definitely not an overnight success of a project. No, we've had several spaceship designs, Spaceship 1 and also the new Spaceship 2. This is actually the one now that today's flight was held on. And we also do have that for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, that plane did its first flight in 2010. That one, of course, was not commercial. Well, now let's take off here. We're still in X-Plane 11. This is quite an ancient old flight simulator at this point, which kind of works pretty well with this ancient old plane add-on that we have right here. Yes, this is still a 2D cockpit, which is due to the age of this whole product in general. Come on, let's take off. There we go. Nothing to be worried about. We are flying the White Knight 2 right now. We're at the controls of it. This is the airplane that takes the actual spaceship up to some altitude. Launching it off, kind of like how the X-15 used to do it. Here we go. We can already even press the space bar right now to separate the Spaceship 2, which probably was a bit too early, and it's now going to crash to the ground, isn't it? God damn, this plane is stupid. Do we see some crash? Yeah. Yes, you can now kind of understand why this has definitely not been an overnight project. Yes, taking centuries from the company being founded to now actually carrying real passengers. So come on, let's maybe do this. Let's maybe start a proper space flight. We can, of course, switch the sides and now just spawn into the Spaceship 2. And this puts us now into the position of being carried by this airplane. Put the landing gear up, please. By the way, probably the landing gear is the reason why this thing can't take off on its own. What is it doing? We've got an AI that actually flies this plane now, by the way. All right, I guess it's taking off. It's just using the desert, which is fine. We are, of course, here at the Spaceport America here in the Mojave Desert, which is great. Desert always a great thing to do such test flights. So come on, there we go. Looking great. We are then generally being carried now by the White Knight. This one, I've always wondered which side of the cockpit actually is being, flown from, controlled from. Let's maybe go ahead and skip some time here to 40,000 feet, like in real life. This is as high as this plane can go, and we can already give it some power here in our beautiful space plane. There we go. Just separate. There we go. We can go full power. This plane, of course, has a rocket engine, which is very much needed in order to actually, get propulsion in space. So let's go. Let's maybe fly to 85,000 kilometers. 85 kilometers. So come on, full power there. This plane really wants to go now with this rocket engine. We're really climbing nicely. We are already at an altitude of 70,000 feet. Let's maybe go ahead and, reduce engine throttle a little bit. In order to beat today's flight, we're going to have to reach an altitude of over 280,000 feet. 100,000 feet left to go. And we can already see the stars. We can see the beautiful eye here, or I think it's an iris. Pretty sure this is a very old design anyway. Yeah, okay, they actually have changed some new details here. This is what it would look like now inside of the airplane. Very modern. Richard Branson did a good job at designing this plane. Look how everybody enjoys this flight. No, but something that's cool is that it has so many windows. You can see very nicely outside. All right, now getting closer and closer to the actual goal. And this is, the flight simulator has some limits. That is really fun. Check this out. We are literally dying. So right now what's happening is that we have entered a spin, and as you can see, the plane is partly disappearing at some point, which is something that happens if we go above altitude. Anyway, we are at 290,000 feet, and we are climbing, which may be a bit concerning. I don't want to go, beyond orbit. Something that we also are is very fast, speed of Mach 5. That is definitely faster than a real plane today. Anyway, we are actually now starting to reduce our altitude, which is great. Soon we'll be coming back to Earth. No, these flights will not take long. 13 minutes 50. Time to actually now engage the approach, which has already happened, of course, in real life here 57 minutes ago, before I recorded this video. The aircraft has landed smoothly. They should have written butterly. By the way, the guest of today's flight, the first commercial flight with, normal people, were the Italian Air Force and CNR Social. So some Italian people. A good idea. Bringing spaghetti even to space. You can look at some clips from the real life, just like we did in the flight simulator, extremely realistic. Yeah, and now we are starting to spiral back to Earth, which is exactly what we want and what we need. Maybe not die. Yes, of course, there has been a crash on this airplane in 2014. Let's not go and recreate it. Come on, I need to stabilize this plane now. Okay, we've run out of fuel, which is something that can happen very quickly. Yes. What we're now in is a glide situation. We need to glide back to the ground, find an airport here in the Mojave Desert. For example, we can try landing here at Whatcom County, an airport with some asphalt runways. Great. So right below here, we can totally make it. All right, now trying to engage like a best gliding situation right here. Come on, reducing altitude here. We're already at 46,000 feet. Things looking absolutely fine. We're not crashed. The high pressurization system works pretty well. I mean, humans have been to space before. This is nothing all too crazy. And humans have definitely landed from space before too. All right, now we're getting closer and closer. We can already see a city from above here. God damn it. The scenery really is poor. Anyway, come on. Let's maybe go ahead and get the landing gear down. There we go, which is very thin. And we don't have really a lot of tires here because they would probably explode. Anyways, maybe time now to put the feathers up, which is kind of a thing that makes this glide better. Or not. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's just been oh god, that's been a parachute system. That's a shame. Okay, no, let's forget about the feather. All right, then let's maybe go and get landed now. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard landing. It's gonna be a very hard landing. Come on. Yeah. Okay, that's not even that bad. Let's go and put the feathers up. Oh, the feathers have ruined it. The feathers have definitely ruined it. Okay, that's gonna be a hard landing. Yeah, 2,700,000 feet per minute. Great. Oh, this is funny timing. We were actually chased down by two F4 Phantoms and we just shut us down on the ground. Anyway, this is exactly what I meant by a successful flight. There you go. Touchdown, looking great. Okay, we shouldn't have put the feathers up. I think that might have ruined the whole thing a bit. There we go. But this has been absolutely successful, just as real life. Yes, all the people on board this airplane made it back safely, of course. So let me go and do a landing check here of this airplane in real life. Here we go. We've got the landing. It was very closely being followed by, is that a Piper? We have to make a butter check. Is it gonna butter? Please don't disappoint me. There you go. Okay. Oh yeah. Beautiful landing on the first passenger flight to space. Yes, you can book this now. Can you book this on the website? I'm actually wondering now. All right, Virgin Galactic. Oh, this is a cool website. Fly with us. Okay. What are you interested in? Make a space flight reservation. When do you want to book? Okay, 1 to 2 years. Oh. Alright, so I've just booked a flight to space. Isn't that great? That's gonna be a massive vlog. I mean, okay, I don't really have the financial resources in order to do that. I mean, a flight to space here costs around $440,000 as Virgin Galactic flies customers to edge of space at up to $450,000 per ticket. That is something that I see Sam Chewy doing, but not me. So anyway, this has got me very deeply fascinated, with this whole thing. I mean, back in the day, in the early 1900s up to mid-1900s, normal flying on a normal plane was also just exclusive to a few members of the world. Are we seeing something new again? Are we seeing, another Wright flyer that for the first time now is able to take passengers to space? Will in 50 years, like the Wright flyer, this be normal? Will this be affordable? Will there be a Ryanair or space? Question is where to? I mean, okay, the thing is this is basically useless. This is just for seeing space. It's not really for taking you anywhere. It's not like this flight does have like a destination that's like actually logical. No, we just fly to space. Or you know what, that's actually the whole debate off the table. This tourist flight will never be useful, but it's really cool anyway. So this is the big question. If you could, would you fly the Virgin Galactic? Probably not this add-on plane in real life because this is not good. But everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this Galactic video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. Now thank you very much to my highly supporting members like Jamie Ashton, Mike C, James Duram, Ragings, Met RLG, Matt Fan Z, Moritz, Bellhausen, Knots Enthusiast, Shadow, New York, Ryland Williams, Kelly Chaos, John O'Brien, and I'm addicted to Airbus A380s. Thank you.